There's a cliche saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words. And there's a reason it's a cliche, because it's true. A picture is indeed worth 1,000 words. And that is no more true than in campaigning than anywhere else. So when you are doing your mail, when you are doing your TV ads, when you are doing your website, when you are sending out Facebook ads, when you're putting posts on Facebook, the images and the pictures you use are very, very, very important. Those images will have an impact in the minds of the voters more so than the words that you speak or that you write. Those pictures are very important. They will convey a very strong message, and that's why you've got to make sure that you're using the right pictures and the right images. But not only that, you need to be using eye-catching words and images, because people are being bombarded with mail, they're being bombarded with ads on TV and on Facebook, and you need to punch through, and you need to use good pictures and good images, ones that meet your message, they match your message, but at the same time that they punch through and the voter goes, whoa, what's that? I need to watch that. I'm Brian Floyd. I'm with the CampaignSchool.com, and we're continuing our case study in the Pasadena City Council race between appointed incumbent Andy Wilson and his most funded challenger, Phil Hosp. And we're going to take a look at two pieces of mail from each campaign, two that Phil Hosp has sent out and two that Andy Wilson has sent out, to show you the images that they're using. And honestly, once again, these don't stack up to where you'd want them to be. So I want you to learn some lessons from these mailers and do your mail right with eye-catching pictures and images. I'm going to start with Phil Haas' mail here today. And Phil has sent out a piece that is about overdevelopment and ruining the quality of life in Pasadena, he claims, and what his plan is. And what's weird is it is a bright and cheery piece, and he's talking about something dark. He either needs to talk about his plan and tie those images in there so it's good, because the trees and the building, the images don't match. The picture of Phil is nice. It could be bigger. It's just not there. And on the back side, it's just a picture of Phil for a neighborhood reception. And if you notice, it's the same picture. Not only is it the same picture, it's the same picture that Phil has used on every one of his piece of mails. It actually signals to some people that Phil might be cheap, that he didn't afford a photographer to go out and take some pictures while he's out there campaigning. He has used the same picture on every piece of mail. Not only that, but he's used the same front on two pieces of mail here. And so if you saw one and didn't see the other, you would probably throw it away. Again, the images, he's trying to talk about development being bad and bad things are happening, yet he's showing bright and clear, cheery images, so that's not really matching. It looks like he's kind of pro-development. And then on the back, it's just way too heavy with text, way too heavy. There's no images there. There's nothing that's going to punch out to the voters. There's nothing that's going to tell the story without those words. And once again, you see the same picture of Phil Hosp. Now I want to take a look at Andy Wilson. Now Andy Wilson has sent out a piece talking about he's cut commercial development in Pasadena by 50%. And you know what's funny? Once again, the imagery isn't working. He's got the red X there to make it look bad, but it's ripped. And so is it a good or a bad piece? The picture is too bright and too cheery, especially with Andy's picture there. It looks like Andy is doing bad things. Andy looks like he's sending out messages that are contrary to himself. The imagery just does not work. If you're going to do it, they should be showing open space and good development here. Instead, they're showing the development with an X across it. And like, is it really X'd out? Because it looks like the superstructure is going there. It looks like they're building it. And then on the back, once again, way, 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 way too text heavy. They've got the same picture there, but the imagery is not telling the story of Andy standing up to development. It really isn't. And then one more piece from Andy Wilson. And this one is about crime. And once again, it's the same problem. It looks like it's a negative piece. It looks like it's an attack on Andy Wilson when it's a positive piece for Andy Wilson. The imagery does not match it. It doesn't look like this is a guy who's getting results on reducing crime in Pasadena. It looks like, crime is a problem in Pasadena. Not only that, but there's no consistency in the picture. Andy's got his glasses on. Now, if you wear glasses like I do, you need to make sure that your glasses are on in all of your pictures, because that's the image that you have. That's who you are. When I ran into Andy Wilson on the street, he had his glasses on. He didn't have his glasses off like the other picture. And when you look on the back, The back is much better. There's a picture of Andy meeting with residents. I think that's good. There's stock photos of police officers. Those aren't Pasadena police officers. It's text heavy once again. The badge is a really nice touch. That tells a good story. The back actually tells a little bit of a better story than the front. The front just is too dark, too dreary. It doesn't look like Andy Wilson's getting anything done on crime. So you have Phil Hosp. You have Phil Hosp, who sent out basically the same picture, the same mailer, and there is nothing eye-catching about it. He's worried about overdevelopment, but he's got, nice green going on there. It's the wrong colors. If he wants to scare people about development, he needs to go scary. Andy Wilson, at the same time, if he wants to tout his record on public safety, he wants to tout, excuse me, if he wants to tout his record on public safety, if he wants to tout his record on standing up to developers, the imagery needs to match the story he's telling, and it just doesn't match. So that's our video case study for today, and I thank you. And if any information that you might need on your campaign, go over to thecampaignschool.com. We are your guide to winning your election.